All right, welcome back. Political ideologies. So, what is a political ideology? This refers to a consistent set of values and beliefs about the purpose and scope of government. In other words, what should government do? What should government not do? What are proper areas for it to get involved in? What should be the goal of government? That's what we're talking about with political ideology. So you see here kind of a basic spectrum here of some political ideologies that we have in the United States. All right, so we're going to have some broad overviews of these three. We have liberal, conservative, and libertarian. Liberals are first up. When we use this word, we're talking about liberals or progressives. So we're talking about a modern American liberal, not necessarily the classical context of what that word has meant in the past. So these days, when you use the term liberal, we're talking about a person who likely favors an active government role in regulating the economy and promoting equality. Often are concerned with things like inequality. It could be gender inequality, it could be economic inequality. There could be policies that they would favor to help people that are lower income to spread equal opportunities a little bit further. So an active role for the government in these things. Conservatives, on the other hand, typically favor traditional American values, respect for authority, law and order, and national defense. So much more traditional American concepts, respect for authority, law and order, national defense. Again, we will talk about these in more detail. There's a video on liberals, a video on conservative, and a video on libertarians. Make sure you guys check those out. All right, and then libertarian, typically a libertarian favors very limited government that promotes individual freedom that should only be limited when it impedes on another person's rights. So the idea here is as little government as possible, so they do acknowledge a need for some government, but individual freedom should only be limited at that point when it would begin to impede on somebody else's rights and their freedoms. So that's when the government would have a proper role to step in and to stop that if somebody else's rights are being violated. But otherwise, people should be allowed to do just about whatever they want, both in terms of social and economic issues, which makes them pretty distinct from conservatives and liberals, because those two groups tend to prefer one type of freedom over the other. Liberals tend to prefer social freedoms, but not economic freedom, while conservatives tend to favor economic freedoms, but not really social freedoms. Libertarians, they want freedoms in both areas. All right, don't forget, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. You know it's helping you so much for this AP exam. Hit that like button for me. This has been a La Money production.